Welcome to Inside Gaming, I'm Brian. It's the weekend roundup. The Switch Lite has only been out for a few weeks, but now there are reports that Nintendo is already working on a new one. You know, I'm never buying anything on day one again, that's it. According to a report from Digital Trends, Nintendo has filed documents with the Federal Communications Commission that seem to show they are working on a new model of the Switch Lite. It's got a new FCC ID number from the original, which would indicate different model. Now, all this comes after a lot of complaints about Joy-Con drift. That's really what's causing all this. It's the phenomenon where the console thinks you're pushing a particular direction, even when you're not touching them at all. It's been an issue on the original Switch, but then the YouTuber Spawnwave tore down the Switch Lite, discovered exact same Joy-Cons, and when you know it, some Switch Lite users have already noticed drifting. There was a video posted by the YouTuber Alexis Javier showing a new Switch Lite playing Breath of the Wild, short clip. The right analog stick was drifting when they pushed it to the left, and Javier said they noticed the issue 2 days after buying the Switch Lite. So they're probably working on a new model, but is it intended to replace the current Switch Lite? Well, maybe, maybe not. Some people noticed that in the FCC documentation, it says that the newest model is, quote, intended to be used, I think they mean used there, for software development or events. But would you need a whole new model to use for software development? Wouldn't you just develop on an OG Switch, dev kit, not a Switch Lite? I don't know, I'm not an expert, but regardless, it's not a great sign. I mean, they should fix it, definitely, but... Meanwhile, there has been a class action lawsuit filed against Nintendo over the Joy-Con issue, and it was recently reported that that lawsuit was opened up to Switch Lite owners as well. Yeah, those lawyers are like, come on in. Yep, absolutely, you can join. This won't surprise you, but Nintendo isn't talking. In a statement to Digital Trends, they declined to comment and said they had nothing to announce on this topic. Needless to say though, if they end up pushing out a new Switch Lite model so soon after the release of the first one, there are gonna be a lot of unhappy customers. Like me, I got a Switch Lite. I haven't been playing it super heavily, but I haven't noticed any drifting issues since I got it. I got it on day one, but still, there's a lot of smoke around this issue. It's definitely something Nintendo needs to address. That's my hot take for you guys. Did we get a sneak peek at the PlayStation 5? According to a leak sent to Gizmodo, it's gonna look like this. Does this make anyone else want cake, weirdly? PS5 Special Bunt Cake Edition? It looks like a bunt cake to me. I don't know. Anyway, it's codenamed Prospero. It's got a big divot in the middle and it's all lit up like your little brother's gaming PC. They also said that it and the next gen Xbox will include cameras to focus on streaming. The tipster also said that Microsoft in particular will make the camera a huge priority, while the Prospero will use older camera tech. For its part, Microsoft denied that, quote, any camera technology is in development and that none has been delivered to developers in any form. Moving on, EA is getting some heat. Weirdly, not for loot boxes. Nope, it's just for leaking the personal info of FIFA players. Not a big deal at all. It happened with people who were signing up for the FIFA 20 Global Series, and when they went to enter in their own info, there was already personal info of other players. That's not great. People started tweeting out screenshots of other people's email addresses, birthdays, and countries of residence. They were blacking them out though. They were doing the right thing. EA's FIFA account tweeted, "We're aware of a potential issue." It's not a potential issue, it's a real issue, affecting the registration page for the EA Sports FIFA Global Series that went live earlier today. We take these matters seriously and we immediately took down the page while we investigate the matter. We'll share updates as soon as possible. Yeah, it seems like a website glitch that needs to be fixed. Hopefully they're doing that. The Untitled Goose Game has been a hit on the Switch, and now it could be coming to other platforms. The dev team House told Australian News that they hope to put it on PS4 and Xbox One. They didn't detail exact plans. Another version also could be coming for mobile. Cable Sasser, a co-founder of the game's publisher Panic, tweeted a few days ago the Goose Game had gone #1 in the US, and somebody asked about mobile support. He responded, "We're still chewing on this. It'll take a lot of design work to make a version that works good for touch controls." That's true. He's right. Don't do what Mario Kart Tour did because it sucks. It looks like some video game companies really don't like paying taxes. A report from The Guardian in the UK said that lots of big publishers have been taking advantage of a program called Video Games Tax Relief that was intended to help smaller devs recoup some of their costs. It lets developers claim up to 20% of certain costs. It was designed to reward games that promote British culture and art. Cool, but it turns out that a lot of the big boys have been taking advantage. Sony has claimed almost £30 million in tax relief, Sega has claimed £20 million, and Warner Media claimed $60 million.
I do think it's important to point out, we are part of Warner Media.
They're our parent company.
They are our parent company.
But you know what? The news is the news.
Absolutely.
Their investigation said that claims from big developers and publishers accounted for about 80% of the total relief. All right, moving on. You know what? I'm mad about something. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's get back to talking about those consoles for a second. The camera thing kind of ticks me off because I feel like we're heading for another Kinect situation here. Which I didn't like. It was a mistake last time when the Xbox One bundled it with. It looks like we're headed down there. I don't want to stream. I want to play video games. A console should be about playing video games first and foremost. Extra stuff, that's fine. Don't bundle it in. And I feel like they're tapping into all the 13-year-old kids who want to be ninja and start their own streaming service. You're not going to do that. You're not good. You're not entertaining. Just play the games.
I was okay with the Kinect.
All right, now let's talk about some of the games coming up next week. Up first, in Concrete Genie, you play as Ash, a bullied teen artist. Oh, I thought he was a dude with one arm with a chainsaw and he killed demons. Who finds a magical...
It was the person from Pokemon.
Anyway, this Ash is a bullied teen artist who finds a magical paintbrush that uses living paint. With his paintbrush, Ash can bring the light back to the once bustling and bright seaside town he lives in by creating colorful living murals. That's called graffiti. The game also has a VR mode available so you can express yourself artistically through the magic of virtual reality. You can pick it up for PS4 October 8th. From the creators behind Skullgirls, great fighting game, Indivisible is a hand-drawn action RPG platformer that follows the story of Anya, a fearless girl with a rebellious streak who sets out on a quest to save everything she knows from being destroyed. Raised on the outskirts of a rural town by her father, her life is thrown into chaos when their home is attacked and a mysterious power awakens within her. This kind of sounds like Horizon Zero Dawn. It's coming out on PC, PS4, and Xbox One October 8th. Here's the game Aaron and I are going to be playing together next week. It's Chikara Action Arcade Wrestling. Hell yeah! For those who don't know, Chikara is a lucha libre wrestling organization based out of Philly, and now it has its own arcade-style wrestling game. You can play with up to 10 other players via online play, make your own wrestlers, and battle against the stars of Chikara Pro like Fire Ant, Solo Darling, and Dasher Hatfield. If you're not a fan of the simulation style of wrestling games that the WWE 2K series offers, this might be a good alternative to check out. It's out on PC October 8th. Porting over to the Switch, Call of Cthulhu. The year is 1924, and private investigator Pierce is looking into the tragic death of the Hawkins family. Standing between him and the truth are cryptic clues, shadowy figures, and pure terror. He'll have to keep his sanity if he has any chance of solving this otherworldly mystery. It's been out on PC for almost a year now, but it's coming to the Switch October 8th. The Trine series is back. In Trine 4, The Nightmare Prince, the three heroes are sent on a quest to retrieve a troubled young prince whose nightmares are quickly becoming a reality. The game boasts gorgeous 2.5D landscapes, local and online multiplayer puzzle solving, and a completely revamped combat system. It's coming out PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch October 8th. Also, side note, Trine Ultimate Collection is also coming out October 8th. All the same platforms if you need a refresher on the Trine story. More platforming action, it's Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. The Chameleon and Bat duo are back to battle against their arch nemesis Capital B. To stop the Big Bad B's plan of B world domination, our heroes will need to tackle Capital B's impossible lair, but they can't do it alone. They'll need to call on the help of Queen Phoebe and Her Royal Bee-talion. It's out October 8th for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Based on the hit movie franchise, John Wick Hex is a fast-paced, action-oriented strategy game that challenges you to think like John Wick. The devs call it fight choreographed chess brought to life as a video game that captures the signature gun fu style of the series. Ammo is finite. You don't really see that in a lot of gun fu movies. Ammo is finite, so you'll need to take your time to reload and make your most of the weaponry you scavenge along the way. It's coming to the Epic Games Store October 8th. Following up on We Were Here and We Were Here Too, it's We Were Here Together. The co-op puzzle-solving adventure continues as you and a partner must team up to leave your Antarctic base camp to help save some fellow explorers. Once you make it through the frozen Antarctic waste, you'll find yourself separated from one another inside a medieval castle, facing puzzles, secrets, and hidden dangers. To survive, you and your partner must work together by describing your surroundings and guiding each other through strong communication and teamwork. It's coming to the PC October 10th. According to the devs, Pine is an open-world action-adventure simulation game set in a world where humans never reach the top of the food chain. You take on the role of Wei, who will have to explore, trade, and fight his way through a world with creatures much smarter than humans to find a new home for his tribe of humans. The open world continues with or without your involvement, but who you choose to trade with, fight against, make peace with, etc. will have ramifications across the entire world. You can pick it up on PC and Switch October 10th. It's time to reboot a racing game? That's right, it's Grid. Get behind the wheel and battle it out to conquer the world of motorsport. But as you complete races, you'll create new rivals via the game's new Nemesis system, where AI's drivers will become more and more aggressive towards you if you bump them too hard or too often. Avoid the obvious sex joke and move on, Brian. Let's do this. It's coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One October 11th. The modern arcade phenomenon is coming home. Killer Queen Black is a 4v4 based competitive game where each match has 3 ways to win: an economic victory by gathering all the berries first, a snail victory where you must ride the snail back to your base, or a military victory by killing the other team's queen. Each team starts with 1 queen and 3 workers, but the workers can eventually become soldiers armed with maces, swords, and shield, and laser rifles to go on the attack or help defend the queen. That sounds kind of cool. It's coming to PC and Switch October 11th. And finally, it's time to combine manga and anime with what used to be known as Harvest Moon. Stardew Valley? No, we're talking about the Doraemon story of seasons. You'll guide Doraemon and friends as they each take on a role to help out around the town of Natura. You'll build a farm, raise horses and cattle, go on adventures, catch bugs, and more. Also, if you're a fan of Doraemon, and really who isn't, don't worry, Doraemon's gadgets can be used to assist you in your new farming life. It's coming out for PC and Switch October 11th. All right, that is all the news we've got for you this week. Hope you're having a great weekend. We'll see you later.
Nice to, get a little support now and then. It's good.
So here's a nice story to kick off your week. Everyone loves Untitled Goose Game. It needs a name by now, right? Have we figured one out yet?
So they were very explicit. They were very explicit about this. The title is not Untitled Goose Game. It is an Untitled Goose Game. So just so you guys know. Turns out there's a big market for people who just want to be a